Is Shelly wrong? Is Hooda wrong? Is Shelly wrong? Is Hooda wrong? Is Shelly wrong? Is Hooda wrong? What's good, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is TammyTalks. We are gathered here tonight to talk Love Island USA Season 7, Episode 24, the Heart Rate Challenge. We got heartbeats in this bit, okay? If you guys are brand new to the channel, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, thumbs up the video, and leave your comments down below. Y'all know our goal is to hit 45,000 subs by August 1st. 45,000 subs by August 1st. We're at 41.5 right now. So if you are listening to me, if you can see me, if you can hear me, if you have not yet subscribed, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. 57% of you all that are watching these videos are not subscribed. I'm talking to you, okay? Let's go ahead and get right into it. Jam-packed episode, 1 hour and 20 minutes of footage, of opinions, of commentary that I have to give to you guys. So we start off right away with Alandria, Sierra, and Chelley. They are debriefing after the shocking recoupling. So Alandria said, look, she did not get a heads up from Taylor. She had no idea. Girl, the signs were there. Baby, the signs were there. Okay, you're the only one that did not have the heads up, but that's neither here nor there. So Sierra said that she doesn't have to now focus on Taylor. You can focus on everybody else. All these available men in the villa. That's who Alandria can focus on. Shelley was like, I'm going to be real with you, girl. Fuck that man. I said, I know that's right. I know that's right, Shelley. That's how you ride for your friend. Fuck that nigga. I mean, but Alandria, like, really, like, seriously, okay? So Alandria said that she wants to close that chapter of her life, and when she's done with somebody, she's done with them, okay? She said, but she does not even know who to explore. Now, the Nicolandriettes will let you know to go explore Nick, but whatever. So she said that she put so much effort into Taylor. Oh my God, I put so much effort into Taylor, and I did so much for him. And so for him to pick Clark, it's crazy. We were together for 3 weeks. I poured into him 3 weeks. I made the charcuterie board at the dock. Remember when he said apricots were his favorite fruit? Who doesn't like pineapple? Yeah, that's who you put so much work into, girl. Alandria then gets a little bit of word vomit and then said that, you know, it felt so wrong for her to explore Nick. And Sierra said, my Nick? Alandria was like, look, we kissed. Sierra looked stunned. She said, but rest assured, Nicolandriettes, there was no spark, okay? It was nothing. It wasn't even that deep. And, you know, it's cool. Sierra lies and said that I would rather it be you than a Casa girl. Girl, I am okay. Now, Sierra is a Libra, so I know what Sierra's thinking. Sierra is not okay with that because I am a Libra through and through. Got a lot of Scorpio in my chart, but I'm a Libra. So Taylor and Clark are talking over to the side. I didn't mention how awful he looked in that white, but he looked awful and musty. I feel like whenever you see a man that has on a vest like that and they sleeveless, it gives must to me, but whatever, baby. So Taylor said that he never wants 2 girls to like him again. Trust me, it will probably never happen. Don't worry about that. It's never going to happen, Taylor. Okay, but what, you know, then again, Urkel was able to pull him back in the day, so I don't know. So he then said that he could have played it safe and listened to his head with Alandria, but he listened to his heart and picked Clark. You should not be apologizing for the way that you picked Taylor, okay? Even though I like to get on you, you picked who you wanted to pick, and people have to respect it. I have no issue whatsoever with him picking Clark because it was clear that he didn't feel the same way about Alandria. Taylor is happy with his decision. Clark is happy with his decision. I'm happy with his decision, so shall it be. He then goes on to say that he does not want to see Alandria hurt, but at the same time, this is also his experience, and I think that's the part that a lot of people are missing. While yes, we think that Alandria is deserving of love, and she is, I think everybody is deserving of love. We also have to remember that this is also Taylor's experience as well. Okay, we then pan over to Ace and Shelly. So Ace is asking Shelly what's good with Chris. Shelly was like, y'all are similar. That nigga ain't like me. Whoa, whoa. Calm down, Bill Tater Tot. Calm down, okay? So Shelly was saying that y'all have a lot of similarities where like I would be talking to him and I'm like, damn, this is Ace, Ace, Ace. So Ace was like, ain't nobody like me. Taper Ruffin. Okay, focus, Tammy. I have to get through this. Okay. So Shelly said that even though there was a connection with Ace and she got something strong with him, she really likes Chris and she's going to continue to explore both. Shelly then lets Ace know, like, I got you, boo, but I also got him. So Ace is like, I'm not going to go down without a fight. I would love to see David and Goliath, okay? So Amaya and Zach. We don't have to say with the K anymore. He's the only Zach there. So they finally take the time to learn about each other. They're just not learning about siblings and carrying on. I said, y'all really ain't talking casa, but okay. We find out that Zach lives with his best friend, his brother, and then some cats. And I said, oh. He told a story about cats. I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't see it for cats. Cats are assholes to me. And so I stopped listening. But I guess I'm like the cat got out. The cat found a new home or something. Nonetheless, they had a cute little conversation. And I am starting to see a little bit more that Zach might like Amaya, okay? Elon is over to the side. And he said that Nick looks like his younger brother. And that is crazy. I said it means that Sierra has a type. So Sierra and Nick. So Sierra asked Nick, what happened over here? Like, usually all the girls are all over you. How you end up single and ready to mingle with Alandria? Nick was like, nobody stood up for me. Even after Ace threatened Jaden, nobody stood up for me. So Nick very half-assed retells what happened with him and Alandria. The way that Nick told it was, well, yeah, we went, this G-Wagon picked us up. And then after the G-Wagon picked us up, we went to like the secret garden. And then like the next day, I was like, we were to the side. And then I was like, let's just try it. And then we kissed and then it wasn't romantic. And then that was it. I said, Nick, that is not how it went down with you and Alandria. See, this is the type of shit that pops up at movie night. Because, Nick, you didn't tell Sierra how you told Alandria she was the most beautiful woman that you have ever met. And how you were swooning. And how, if y'all had been a cartoon, it would have been roses and rose petals and hearts and all that stuff swirling around you. You didn't tell the full story. You didn't tell the full story. Nonetheless, you did say that it was not romantic on both you and Alandria's part. Sierra heard that from both of y'all, and y'all did tell her right away, so kudos to y'all. Sierra said that she does not feel the way, not until she talks to Iris ass later. Iris, don't get on my list, because you meddling in people's business, okay? So Sierra said that she loves and trusts Alandria, and it's fine. Sierra is a Libra. She's not okay with it. So Sierra then tells Nick that Elon was cutting her pancakes into a letter C, for Sierra. I'm like, girl, you didn't have to explain what the C was for. But she then said that she didn't feel the same type of sparks with Elon that she feels with him, with Nick. So, she wants to jump Nick's bones, that 23 seconds, a quick pumper. That's what she enjoys, okay? Let me stop. Let me stop. But Sierra said that she's been thinking about the outside a lot, and she wants to do life with him. She wants to sit on the couch and drink coffee and watch movies and all that type of stuff. And Nick was like, I'm sick of taking tests. I keep failing. No, Nick, you are sick of people not wanting you the way that you want them. That's what it is. That's what it is. But hey, so shall it be. We see TJ and Iris, I guess. I mean, they happy to be together. They're a boring couple to me. Every season we have a couple that is just boring. You know what I mean? Like we don't really, I won't say we don't care about them, but we don't care about them. TJ and Iris is that couple. So there you go. And then whoever Austin is with is that couple for me. So then we get Brian and homegirl Dre Dre. So she lets him know off rip, I'ma still be exploring, okay? This is only my third day up in here. There are some men over there that I still want to get to know. So, and Brian was like, I'm cool with that. It's a lot of girls in here too. Okay. Homegirl Dre Dre got her eyes on Pepe. Like, eyes on Pepe. Like, it's on some damn girl. But when you think about it, Andrina, Andreina, no matter how I say it, y'all say I say it wrong, but Andreina, I can't roll my R's. Somebody would say, you have to roll your R. I can't do it. I've never been able to. But Andreina, when you think about it, she came into the villa as a bombshell. She was with Jeremiah for what, like a day or two, and then he went home. So, like, she hasn't had a chance to explore. We then see Chris and Hooda, coulda, shoulda. Hooda said that she's happy. Hooda is just, woo, I got somebody that want me. Somebody that want me that I want as well. Hooda just can't control herself, okay? We ain't never seen this many teeth in Hooda's mouth. I didn't know she had all 32 of them. So Hooda said, but just so you know, I mean, I won't be mad at you still exploring. But I've been single for a while, okay? I'm a mom. I've been single for a while, and like, where do you live in LA? Because I'm moving to LA after this. Me and my daughter's father, I'm a mom. Me and my daughter's father, we've already discussed like moving and how that's gonna work. Because I have a daughter. Okay. Chris was like, you got a daughter? I'm okay with it. Really on some, don't bring up your daughter or your baby daddy again. That's what I got from it. But Chris is a really nice guy, and he just reassures her, look, if you got a kid, that's fine. That doesn't scare me. I'm okay with that. It's cool. So Huda said in her confessional that she did not want to get to know him at first. And then she tells a lie. I'm going to tell you what she really meant by that is I didn't get a chance to know him at first because I didn't want to know him. I wasn't attracted to him, but now I'm desperate. So because I'm single and nobody was really checking for me and JD was weird. So I'm going to bring Chris back over and disguise it as I'm doing this for Shelly when really it's just an easy way to link up with somebody. That's what Huda said. So Austin and Jaden, he's happy he got somebody finally. Who could you hooray, okay? I really wish Jaden would have picked better, but that's fine, Jaden. So Shelly said that she is going to still explore Chris, and she is a little torn on how to do this. She doesn't know how to quite navigate this because while she does have a strong connection with Ace, she really likes Chris, and she has to try to figure out how is she going to stick and move with both her what's in the house, okay? So the next morning, they wake up and everybody's happy. Amaya Papaya is doing cartwheels and kissing the floor. And I said, Amaya, this is what we be talking about with you, friend. But Amaya had a cute little scene by herself. She's just happy to still be in the villa, and I love that for her, okay? So we see Nick brings Sierra breakfast, and he cuts her pancake into a C. Now, it didn't look as neat as Elon C that he still brought up to her, but it was a really, really cute gesture, okay? Taylor brings breakfast up to Clark. We see Alandria looking what her looking ass. Girl, don't focus. Put them blinders on. Put them blinders on, okay? So Sierra and Chelley are both torn on how they are going to navigate their casa and their villa boys because Sierra really does still like Elon, okay? So Alandria was like, girl, I really want to be childish when it comes to Taylor, but I'm going to save face. Please take the high road. Take the high road, says. There are other ways to be petty. Don't go meddling in they stuff and then start looking like a bitter bitch, okay? I don't want that for you whatsoever. Continue on the up and up and on the straight and narrow, okay? So she said that her feelings are not just going to turn off, understandable, but she can be cordial. And this is where she reiterates when she's done with somebody, she's done with somebody. But it's different because they're in the villa. She has to still see him. So it's a little different. And I understand, but still, girl, don't spin the block with Taylor. Don't. So Taylor is talking to Ace and Nick, and he's like, I woke up happy. He said, I'm happy with the decision that I made, but I am still open to exploring Alandria. Look. Don't play in her face, Taylor. I'm gonna tell you that. Now, Taylor said that he voted to keep Alandria, and I was like, did you? Because that's not how it was edited, but okay. So Nick said that he's not worried about Elon. You should be. And then Ace said that if he wanted to close off with Shelly, then Shelly would lock in. You got a lot of dip on your chip right now. Maybe a little too much, because how do you know for certain that Shelly would close off with you now? Shelly legit has a connection with Chris. But Ace is saying that he doesn't want to do it now because it's going to look like he's doing it just because Chris is there. And he doesn't want to look like he is blocking Shelly in any capacity or anything like that. So we then see Sierra and Iris. Now, Iris, you really, okay? So Sierra is saying how her and Nick slept together last night. They were up to 40 seconds from 23. We are working up to a minute. Okay. So she tells Iris that Alandria explored Nick and they made out in soul ties. And we all know, thanks to KK, that soul ties is crazy. Okay. I mean, when you think about it, like the name of it and all the type of stuff, it is a little wild for you to be up there kissing on somebody that ain't your couple. Okay. So Iris was like, that's crazy. It doesn't make sense. She said that your best friend and the guy that you like and the guy that you slept with, y'all just decided to make out. And Sierra was like, well, now I feel uncomfortable. Sierra, you've been feeling uncomfortable about it. You've been feeling uncomfortable about it. So Iris was like, I would never kiss a friend's guy that she had sex with. Okay, Iris, damn. I feel like, Iris, you making it worse. You making it worse. You said your piece. Don't bring it up no more. Don't bring it up no more. So Chris and Shelly, they head on up to Soul Ties. Sierra was cracking me up. And she was like, can he even fit in there? And when Sierra said it, I was like, wait, can he fit in Soul Ties? But Chris tells Shelly that, look, I'm not going anywhere. I understand that you got this connection with Ace, but I still like you. I still want to explore you. And I know that I got to step it up, and I'm prepared to do that. Chris and Shelly do look cute together. I'm not even going to hold y'all. Shelly and Ace look cute together. So I don't care for Ace, but I would be okay with Shelly picking either one, to be honest. But I don't feel like Shelly has really had the opportunity to explore somebody else, because she hasn't had anybody really checking for her that's coming to the villa yet. So Chris was like, I was singing a song, you know, that Stevie Wonder song, My Cherie Amour. I was singing My Shelly Amour. And you know, Chris is good for, like, you know, throwing Shelly's name up in something. I thought it was cute. He said he's gonna write a little ditty for her, a little do for her, and I'm all for it. So Ace is downstairs and he's frustrated. Him and Taylor are in the sauna. He has on socks. But he's frustrated that Shelly would even be torn between him and Chris when he saved Shelly over Coco. I'm sure Shelly was just as frustrated, Ice, when you picked Amaya over her. I think Shelly was just as frustrated, Ace, when you were all up in some of these bombshells. Weren't you all up in Iris's face? Whose face was he all up in? The skinning and grinning and carrying on. Let's not act like you've been all about Shelly since day one and you've been showing it to her. You've been doing your damn thing too. And if you have been able to force everybody else to explore, then Shelly should have the courtesy, the respect, and the opportunity to do the same thing. Don't piss me off, Ace, because I'm okay with you this episode. So Ace and Shelly are out by the dock, and Ace asks Shelly if she regrets her decision. And she was like, no, do you regret sending someone home? Justice for Coco. I hope she comes back for season 8 as a OG, like, main villa person. So Shelly said that her connection with Chris just doesn't disappear, okay? Said that there is something there, and she isn't going to close off her connection with Chris. Really on some, you cute and all, but I still got something moving and grooving over here with Chris. So she reminds Ace, we are not closed off. And I believe that that was like a smoke signal. Maybe she was saying, hey, do you want to close off? Ace didn't bite at all. So he was just like, okay, cool. So Shelly wonders how would she even integrate into Ace's life with him being so busy, teaching the Middle Easterns how to dance on the TikTok. And Ace was like, you would be a priority for sure. Like, don't even worry about that. He said that what did he say? That she's dangerous or something like that. And Shelly was like, me? I will say now that Ace has gotten a haircut and he done tapered that hair and it's not just like head. The way y'all know what I y'all know what I mean? It was like just head at first. Now that he done shaped his hair, he looks a lot better, okay? So we see Clark and Taylor over to the side and they're talking about how they want their future home to look. So they both like the, sleek white finishings and stuff like that. But then he started talking about how he want like the cows and the horses and the shit with the kids. Moving on, because I didn't understand what was going on. He was also sitting like this around her. And I'm like, why you every time I give somebody a kudos, it's like they just. So Chris puts Ace for a chat on some man to man and was like, look, I don't like awkward bullshit. I don't like tension. So I'm gonna let you know straight up, I'm going to continue to explore Shelly. I'm not the jealous type or anything like that. I told Shelly if she starts to swing your way, then I'm cool with that. Just let me know. Ace was like, I don't have no problems with you. We good. I loved it. Loved it, gentlemen. That's how we handle things. Because really, nobody should be up in there coming to fisticuffs or putting the foo faps on anybody. That shouldn't be happening to anyone in there. So Amaya is talking to homegirl Dre Dre because homegirl Dre Dre been making her rounds telling everybody she's interested in Pepe. She was talking to Alandria earlier. She done told us in the confessionals numerous times. And she was telling Amaya when Amaya Papaya gets a text and it is time for the heart rate challenge. It is going to be couple style where we start to see the couples get together and they start to rehearse how they are going to do this, okay? So everybody's practicing. Okay, so you jump on me and I'm a lift you up and then turn like they doing all that type of stuff. Sierra and Nick are having a conversation and now that Iris has been in Sierra's ear, Sierra don't want Nick kissing any of the girls because she don't want Nick to kiss Alandria and get the Nicolandrios, the Nicolandriettes. What y'all call yourselves? She don't want y'all to get all hot and bothered and spicy, okay? But then was like, I just won't go crazy with Elon. So you can kiss other people, Sierra, but Nick can't? Okay. So Elon and Alandria are like, we're gonna end our routine by taking the people that didn't pick us and like going crazy. And I'm thinking, Elon, for you, great idea. For you, Alandria, terrible idea. Terrible, okay? So we see Iris and TJ, they come out first. I thought she was a cow at first until she told somebody I bite. And I was like, girl, are you a Dalmatian? She was an animal. He was the doctor. TJ was not landing his kisses. So he was getting you right here. And then it would be like a type of moment. Like one of them where it made you want to be like, so he was doing that. I said, okay. I didn't mind it. It was low key a little sexy. Okay. I liked it. Next we get Amaya Papaya and Zach. She was a nurse. He was a construction worker. I think they did a good job. Zach surprised me because I didn't think Zach had it in him, to be real. But okay, Zach. And we know, to me, Amaya Papaya is one of those people they just kind of like oozes sex appeal. So Amaya Papaya was good. Everybody was like hyping her up. They were all enjoying it. Cool. Homegirl Dre Dre and Brian come in. She was so locked in on Pepe. I felt like I was looking at an intimate moment. I was like, God damn, Brian, you in trouble, baby. You are in trouble. Okay, because her head is about to turn. You hear me? Turn. Austin and Jaden come out. He was a prisoner. She was a cop. Jaden said that she got her own heart racing. I was cracking up. We see all the girls are kissing Sierra. I said, does Sierra go both ways? Or y'all just forcing yourselves on her? But all the girls were kissing Sierra and kind of skipping over Nick. And what we have known what I have known in the couple years that I've been watching this show, that when the girls know that the guys are locked in with somebody, out of respect to their friends, they don't do too much. Houlda, coulda, shoulda. Maybe you didn't get the memo, the memorandum, but typically you don't do too much. So the way that all the girls were like kind of skipping over Nick, not doing too much with Nick, it was just a sign of respect for Sierra. Okay, so we get Shelly and Tater Tot. So they come out. Shelly was a bunny, and Ace was a Flintstone. I said, "Are you Bam Bam?" Because you're not big enough to be Fred. But nonetheless, he was a Flintstone, and Shelly immediately went for Chris, and they went at it. I said, "Ooh, okay." Shelly doubled back on Chris, and this time put her leg on this nigga's shoulder and was kissing him. I said, "Oh Lord, Ace, you are in trouble." Ace went up to Amaya Papaya, and I was with her. Oh, we don't have no boundaries now. We don't have no boundaries. What? I said, Amaya was cracking me up. So they then end they kiss with a three-way throuple kiss with them laying Amaya down. Ace called her babe, and then she was so just we heard Amaya's heart racing the whole thing, knocked her heels off. So like her little sling back was like I said, okay. Y'all hear Amaya's heartbeat? Yes. So then we get to Huda, Coulda, Shoulda, and Chris. So Huda was a maid. Chris was a chef. He came out with Cool Whip. He was putting it on people, licking it off. I said, can we get kinky tonight? Okay. So Huda got on Chris and like flipped up on him. And so her snatch was in his face and she was popping in his face. And I was like, that's kind of stank. I'm not even gonna hold you. I feel like Huda was doing a little bit much, okay? So then Huda was like dry humping Ace. So she took Ace, laid him out, and I should have got my Funko Pops to show y'all. But she had Ace, okay? Y'all see my hand? She had Ace, and she popping, and then she like reverse cowgirled and everything. And Ace is like grabbing her ass, and I said, uh-oh. Shelly about to be upset and seen. Shelly was so mad, so Ace sat down, and everybody, I understand it's an edited show before you put it in the comments, but the way that they edited the show, they made it look as if everybody was like, ooh. So Ace is leaning behind Shelly, trying not to laugh, but like trying not to be seen. So then Huda gonna lean over and be like, girl, are you mad? Is it okay? Shelly said, girl, bye. Shelly said, get your dirty ass hands off of me. Huda was like, it's just a challenge. Huda, look, I'm going to get there later. But when I tell y'all, and y'all know how I feel about Huda, coulda, shoulda. Huda, coulda, shoulda took her ass home a long time ago. However, I don't know. We're going to talk about it. So then we get Grayson and Pepe. Pepe is so fucking sexy. Like, he oozes sex appeal. Like, he was kissing Sierra, like, over her. I said, wow. I would like to see it. Pepe. I'm not even going to hold you. But Pepe and, I guess Grayson did... I don't even know what Grayson and them had on because I was so focused on Pepe. Sierra and Nick. So they are a cowboy and a cowgirl. Cowboy Carter. Y'all think, because y'all know the songs we hear aren't always the real songs. Y'all think that they had This Ain't Texas playing? But they had a throuple kiss with Iris where they were taking turns, kissing her body, kissing her mouth, spinning her around. I said, oh, I didn't feel so violated. Like, why y'all coming at me like this? Oh. So Nick was then licking Alandria, right? Puts her whole fucking foot in his mouth, sucking on her toes. I said, oh, Nick had my heart racing. The heartbeat y'all hear is mine, not even Alandria. So everybody was like, oh my God, I was gasping. Jesus. So Nick then start going in on Shelly's feet too. If Shelly wouldn't have had them stockings on, he'd have got them toes too. So then they do a three-way kiss with Shelly, and Sierra was like, Shelly is the best kisser in here, and I want Nick to experience him some Shelly. I said, okay. So then we have Alandria and Elon. Alandria was a flight attendant. He was Cupid. She put Brian's face in her ass and was popping. I said, y'all are doing a lot. Now, Janae's heart rate challenge will always be goated. Nothing compared to Janae's from season 6. I think we all know that. And if I recall, I think KK's was good from season 5. But nobody's going to compare to Janae's from season 6. So Elon told Nick, now it's your turn to watch. I said, ooh, messy boots. So he takes Sierra, lays her down, and he was like on her. I said, oh, y'all having the sex. That's what it looked like. This was a sex simulation. So Nick was mad, getting all red in the face. Why you mad, Nick? It's a challenge. I feel like some of y'all like to use the whole it's a challenge when it's convenient. Because wasn't it Nick that was doing a lot with, I think it was homegirl Dre when she first came in, or was it Iris when they was doing that milk challenge? Nick was doing a lot during that challenge. So sit back, relax, and watch Elon get his shit off real quick. Like, come on, Nick. So Alandria was popping for Pete up on Taylor. Clark handled it well. Everybody does this. And I was like, Alandria, don't do too much. Like, do enough, but not too much. I think she did just enough, and then she cut it off. Okay? Nick feels like Elon crossed the line, and he's pissed. Y'all are both exploring her. Y'all are not closed off. Just because you gave her 40 seconds of passion does not mean that, come on, Nick. So Taylor and Clark come out. I feel like they killed the groove. Nothing about them was sexy. Nothing about them oozed anything. Like, I feel like nobody's heart was racing. I was like, I guess. They were a football player and a cheerleader. Taylor played it very classy because he did not want to disrespect Clark, and he only kissed Alandria on her neck, and I'm like, that was honestly the right move, okay? TJ gets a text, and he reads who each girl's heart rate was raised the most for. I'm going to mention the ones that I think are worth mentioning. Shelly's was raised by Chris. Sierra's was raised by Elon. And Clark's was raised by Ace. Clark gets a text. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. Clark read this way too long. Like, Clark was reading slow AF. I was like, girl, get to it. So, Clark said that Austin's heart rate was raised the most by Amaya. I said, by Amaya Papaya? Oh, not the Amaya that you didn't really like. Okay. Chris's heart rate was raised the most by Shelly. Hooda, coulda, shoulda, could never. Nick's was by Iris. Taylor by Alandria. Facts. And then Aces by Hooda, coulda, shoulda. Well, I guess so. She did everything but fuck the nigga while they were laying there. So Sierra and Nick won the challenge as a couple. Like, is there no hideaway? Is the hideaway not the prize this year? I guess. Hooda, coulda, shoulda tells Dre and Amaya that Shelly is mad at her. And Hooda was like, everyone is always saying it's just a challenge. It's just a challenge. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to do my big one. I said, girl. Yes. Yes. But I need Hooda, coulda, shoulda to think about what she coulda, shoulda, woulda did if it was Jeremiah in this challenge. Because let's be real, Hooda would have been crashing out, okay? So Shelly is talking to Sierra, Alandria, and Iris, and she's like, am I tripping? Is it me? Am I the problem? And she's like, there's a certain level of respect considering the way that she was tripping over boundaries with Jeremiah. And we all can remember, rewind it back, we can all remember how Hooda acted a complete donkey when Iris came out as a bombshell and kissed Jeremiah during that challenge. Huda has always been calling these women bitches. She called Amaya a bitch. She called Hannah a bitch. And she called Iris a bitch anytime they came out. The only one that she didn't call a bitch was homegirl Dre Dre. And that could be just because we didn't hear her. So, like, let's not do that. So they then bring up, Shelly does, how Huda said that she brought Chris back for her. And Shelly was like, don't do that. You keep saying you're doing all of this for me. No, you're doing it for you. I said, get into it. Get into it, Shelly. So Dre Dre comes over and joins this group, and it's like, Huda doesn't know why Shelly is mad. But then Dre Dre was like, this challenge is to show who you like the most, which it is. It's an opportunity for you to see if you're going to be able to get that person's heart racing for you. So Shelly was like, Huda just doesn't hold the same morals and values that I do. And that's it. Because she could have did that with anybody there. Why do it with the guy that So Shelly is in her confessional saying, maybe Huda is not the friend for me. I said, oh girl, y'all friendship about to end over a challenge. Now. So of course, Huda's crying in her confessional. Huda messed up. Yes, Huda did. Huda, you messed up. I'm sorry, but Huda messed up. This is the thing. I'm looking at it from both sides, right? On one side, I do believe that Shelly is overreacting a little bit. If I'm going to be 1,000% honest with y'all, I do believe that Shelly is overreacting just a smidge. But on the other hand, Huda did do a lot with Ace. Like, why would you do that much to Ace, but not to Chris, who you like? That's what I didn't understand. Like, yeah, we saw that Huda did a lot with Chris, but like the way that, like, come on, Huda. So as usual, Huda's about to cry herself to sleep, and the way that I don't give a fuck, I'm looking for a fuck to give. Looking for him, can't find it, because I feel like Huda continually puts herself into these situations. If you yourself would not be okay if somebody did it to you, then don't do it. Don't do it. I think Shelly is overreacting a little bit, but I think the bigger issue is that Huda knew what she was doing, and Huda just does too fucking much all the time. Yeah, it's a challenge, but it was also a challenge all the other times that Jeremiah was being kissed by somebody else, and you were getting mad about that too. Let me know what y'all thought about this. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, thumbs up the video, leave your comments down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.